Second Wednesday Grow With Me Live. My name is Sherry, and we're doing a little deadheading this time around, and we're keeping a little Grateful Dead in the mix of it all because we happen to be Grateful Dead. I guess they call us deadheads, but there's a major deadhead behind the camera, and I'd like to introduce you
No,
to my cameraman, Ed.
I was volunteered.
Aren't we all?
So
Because he's got a touch of gray, you know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? All right, so here we go. Why Deadhead? And keep in mind, if you have questions as we go along, ask them. Or if you're watching the recording of this later, put it in the comments if you're just not sure about certain things about deadheading. But deadheading is the most important part of growing flowers, I believe anyway, because it lets new blossoms grow. So we're going to walk around because not all flowers need deadheading, and I'll tell you why. So let's go over here first of all. And what do I need? Here's the tools. My snippers, which I found. I don't know about you, but my snippers, right, Ed,
Yeah,
usually are lying all over the place.
we have them. The fairies are using them.
The fairies, it's the fairies' fault. And then I've got my bucket that I will put the spent blossoms in. The other reason why in some cases that you want a deadhead is because the flower heads have seeds in them and you can get seeds everywhere. And while some flowers that's good for, some it's not so much. All right, so let's come on over here and let's look at the daisies. Now, we are in the end of July. It is hot. The daisies are not, they do not like the heat so much. So in order to keep them for as long as possible, I think it's really important that you get, and this is the example. Thanks for the bucket, Ed. He's not only a good cameraman, but he is a good,
Yeah, she'll leave the buckets around. You have to trip over them. Just they'll be next to the cutters.
that's right. Um, but just cutting them and come in here, Ed, if you could get a little
Sure.
closer. But I'm just going to come down about right here, snip it, in the bucket it
There we
goes.
go.
And every morning, I usually like to do this a little earlier in the day when it's not quite so hot. But, and it's kind of my morning ritual this time of year to just to come in and see who needs me in the garden. Now this particular flower, which those who know me know, I forget the names of flowers, it will also get, I don't know, I think it's pretty clean. But these spirals will lose all of the flowers on them, and you just want to cut them back. But you want to be careful because it has a new blossom like this one right here. It's got some little blossoms coming up down there. So I want to be careful when I snip it back. So I'm not going to snip that back yet. But, you know, again, I could just spend all this time snipping these daisies because they're having a rough time of it. Let's look over here at the zinnias, my favorites here in the back of the garden.
A lot of bees on them.
There is bees on them, right? Lots of them, which is what we want. Now, there's nothing to truly deadhead in this moment because, well, this one right here, like you'll see this bloom right here is pretty spent. And if you look very carefully, let's see if we can get down in here, is that I don't want to snip this or this. I just want to get this one blossom right there so that the others will be okay. What I will tell you about zinnias, while you want to deadhead them, sure, cut them for bouquets. I love to give them to my friends, people who do services for me. I love to just give out the zinnias. So try to get them in their prime. And I don't know about you, but sometimes it's hard to cut a beautiful flower because you're cutting it off. But sometimes we just have to, if we're going to get the full life, if we're going to get our zinnias to bloom all summer long, they call them cut and come. And so look at this. Oh my God, this is such a beauty. They're all so beautiful. I just love the zinnias. So it's really important to cut them back and get them.
How about that sunflower over there?
The sunflower right here.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you. All right, so look at this sunflower right
she's
here.
a deadhead, man. She spaced it out, dude.
Yeah, spacing it out, man. What I have been doing lately with the heads of my sunflowers, over on our other acre, we have created, and I have a video in our library about the peace garden. And so what I have done is that in the mornings, I will go over there and just put these heads over there for the birds to eat from, as well as we now have a bunch of sunflowers over there that I never planted the seeds. I just placed these really on the top of the dirt. So you can do that as well with your sunflowers. So I will do that going along. There's more sunflowers, and what I will tell you too, they can be very sticky. And I like to do these in the morning too, because they usually will have not only bees, but yellow jackets on them too. So if I do them first thing in the morning before all the bugs wake up, it's usually better that way. Here's a little bee having a lunch break right here. If you want to zoom in on that, Eddie. These Mexican sunflowers, which I grew from seed and shared in an earlier video when I was planting them out here, they also need to be deadheaded. Like this one right here is a good example. I don't like to do it when the bees are on it, but I'm just going to take it right here. You can get up close, Ed, and snip it.
About all these over here and these over here?
Well, they all
sleeping,
need it,
Sherry?
but I'm trying. We're limited to time here today, so that's all I'm gonna do for now. My yarrow, I'm gonna deadhead this to try to get it to live longer. It's been doing so good, but as you can see, it's starting to brown. So I'm just gonna I cut that back a little bit. Coming over here, the nasturtiums that I'd like to put at the base of these tomatoes, you know, one of the tools you can use is your thumb. Thumb is a great pruner. I will come around, especially if I don't have my snippers with me, I will just come around with my thumb and get the dead blossoms. The other thing that's really good to do too with your leaves, if I see a leaf that looks really buggy, I will clip that off too and get that taken care of. And I think that's like, look at these blossoms over here. I always have my buckets around the yard too so that I can easily dispose. But these nasturtiums right here, they're pretty spent. So if I just go in and clip them off, they're going to get more nasturtiums coming in. Any questions coming in at all, Ed? Or
I can't. Yes, but I can't see them. It's so bright out.
Well,
yes. Do you have sunflowers? Oh, it says.
So they probably already asked that before we did it?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, so we do have sunflowers. And again, like you look at these, look at all these ones that are already spent. Now, we have a lot of volunteer sunflowers. These are volunteer sunflowers that came from sunflowers from last year. And that's why, too, you want to clip them back, too, if you don't want a bunch of flowers that you hadn't planned on. Though I love sunflowers. All right. Let's come over here to, oh, I know what I wanted to talk about. Now we're in the shade, maybe you can see the camera better. Can you?
Yes, it's there.
Okay. All right, cool. Remember, ask questions if you have them. And if you're watching this on the recording of the live, put them in the comments. Happy to come back and answer them for you. This phlox, I want to tell you now, here's an exception to the rule, and that is the phlox flower. And I just learned this last year, and I've been gardening like 40 years. What you want to do is not deadheaded, because, and if you come right up here, these are spent blossoms right here, they will rebloom. And I never knew that.
I didn't know that.
I know. So you just want to cut them back. And then over here, to the opposite of
what
that,
about these guys down here?
I don't even know what that is. I did that a long time ago, but I love the way that these turn. I mean, they're just pretty in their state. So I don't.
We've got mosquitoes in there today.
Yeah, I know. We've got some mosquito issues. We're working on that today too. They've just come out of the blue. And this guy needs a major deadheading because of the heat. But again, if you look down here, see all the blossoms to be. So when I deadhead this, I want to do it very carefully so that I don't kill the future blooms. All right. What else? Okay, the other thing, last week we did
What
our
about this one
live.
in here, Shea Bear?
That one too, definitely. And I forget what this is called too. Ooh, look at all the mosquitoes. Jiminy.
Yeah, they're where it's cool because it's so hot out.
Usually what I like to do is wait till this one blooms. But what you can see, if you want to come over on this side, Eddie, is that once these blooms come like this, I planted one little plant of this one year and they come back. Now I have a friend who once said, never grow that in your yard because they'll grow everywhere. It stayed pretty contained to this bed, but all of this fills up with seeds and they can get everywhere. They look like a, oh, what's it called? I don't know. I'll try to remember and put them in the comments if anybody has a question about it. All right. And then the other thing here is the sweet peas, which we talked about in last week's live, which featured sweet peas. You can see that in our library. But here's the thing you want to do with sweet peas, which I love this flower that has, oh my God, the best smells to them. This right here is a spent bloom, which is where the pea comes from, right? So it's your additional seeds for next year. And you want to clip that off all the way back to the end of the stem. Okay? And so anywhere that I see that, I need to clip that back because if I don't, I will not get any more. It will, because what does it do? It the flower gets tired. It's got too much work to do to keep the dead and the new and all of that going.
Yeah, it's like when you get a touch of gray, you get tired.
You get tired, don't you, Eddie?
Oh my God.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, it's like a ripple effect.
Yeah. That was good.
Good. There's others too that this is an herb and I don't necessarily want it to bloom, but I also don't want it to seed all over the garden. So I really want to deadhead these as well. I have a lot of work to do. Like this coreopsis here, it again in the heat of summer, you're going to have a lot more deadheading, but I'm going to go all the way down to where the leaves are and just clip it back, being very careful not to get the, let me see if I can get out of the sun here. But look at, like, this is a spent flower up against one that's ready to bloom. So just being familiar with your plants and the different stages that they have. What else? Dahlias. Dahlias are a pain to me. It's not been a good year for me with dahlias this year. Here's some that are definitely ready to go. The bugs have gotten to them a little bit, but I'm going to leave them on for a little bit more. But again, the more you cut it back, the more that they will bloom. This is actually a wildflower sweet pea that appeared in my garden one day. And same thing you do with that as you do with the annual sweet peas is that you just want to find, like we have right here, a spent blossom, and I'm going to cut it back right there. And with this as well, you also, I really cut the leaves back a lot because it can grow everywhere. I didn't really want it here in my herb bed, but here it is, and I love it, and it's beautiful. So I want to keep it from spreading all over my herb bed. And that, my friends, I think is.
Oh, we have a.
Oh, we have a deadhead over there.
Oh,
rolling in the grass.
Yeah, hopefully she don't fade away too soon.
I hope this is helpful to you. Just to remember to deadhead. It's like we have some amazing memories of the dead, don't we, Eddie?
Yes.
And as a matter of fact, I really feel like I became a deadhead by marriage. Ed and I have been married for 40 years, and he was the original deadhead of our family. But I knew in order to love him, I had to love them, and it wasn't a hard thing to do. Either one, either him or the dead,
That's
right?
Funny. She can only do one show. I got to do 3.
He's got to do 3 when they come to town, and sadly, they won't be coming to town anymore after we lost Bobby this year. So it goes. All right. peace, good luck, and let me know about your deadheading adventures in the comments. Take good care, my friends. X at the top.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. Whoa! Okay.
N.
Yes.